What's up, you guys? Here with a Dell Latitude D630 teardown. So this is the Dell Latitude D630 laptop. Very old, running Windows XP. Here I'll be tearing it down. Without further ado, get started. First thing you want to do is push these clips, remove the battery. Alright. Next thing you're going to want to do, put the screw right here where the activation product key sticker is. Take that out. Then you have your DDR2 SO DIMM RAM. Take that out. Set it to the side. Now the next thing you want to do is right here where the hard drive is. You're going to want to unplug, unscrew this. Have your screws in a singular spot and pull out the hard disk drive. You want to have a separate spot for all your electronics and the screws. Unscrew these that are right below it. These screws will not come off. They just like loosen around in there, so you just make sure you loosen them. Now next thing you're gonna want to do is remove all these screws around here. All around the perimeter of the body. Some of them may take extra effort. Make sure you don't have any screws remaining inside. Here you can see I missed one. That's okay. Alright, once you have all the screws removed from the machine, flip it over. You want to remove the screen up, and then what you're going to do is get your flathead screwdriver. Go here. Pull this up. Once you pull it up, you're going to want to have to figure out how to, you're going to want to have to wedge this out. You have this part out now. Set this aside. And then next thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a small Phillips head screwdriver. There's going to be approximately 1, 2, 3 screws here. You're going to want to unscrew these. Alright, got them out. So let them lay down here. And then what you want to do is pull this up, put it out. And then here, there's going to be this little thing. There's going to be this blue little ribbon. What you want to do is pull. And now you have your keyboard out. Put this somewhere aside. Now that you have that, what you want to do, close it. And right here, there are 1, 2 screws here. What you want to do, get yourself a Phillips head or a small flathead and take these two out. So right here, then take the second one out, put it down here. That's good. You're gonna want to open the machine back up. Right here, there's a video card right next to this WLAN card. This blue ribbon you're gonna want to pull up. Then after that, here this Wi-Fi thing, this antenna you're gonna pull up. After that, what you want to do is move all these excess cable, pull the screen up, put it away. Next thing you're going to want to do, see this, push around the edges, take out this front cover part, and you'll see some things are connected. Unplug the CMOS clock battery, and then here, this is the touchpad interface connector. You're going to want to unplug this, set this to the side. Now that we have the internals of the machine ready here for us, we're going to start ready to tear it down. Start by taking off things such as speaker module, the extra RAM, this little modem card here, which we cannot fully take out right now yet, so we're not going to do anything with that. Next, you want to take out your optical drive. Just push this out. Note, this optical drive does not use a standard connector. I do not know what connector this is, but it's definitely not SATA. So it doesn't use a SATA connector. Except this is a modular drive bay, which is what they like to call it, and there is a little battery thing for an extra battery. I digress. Now continue. Here, what you're going to want to do is take out your Wi-Fi card, pull these two little tabs. Hold on. Okay, and then it just pops up and you want to take it out. Alright, next thing we're going to want to do, take out your CPU fan, unplug the header, next thing you're going to want to do is get your screwdriver and start taking off the heatsink for your microprocessor. Since these are older laptops, they actually do have socketed processors. So you remember, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Do not do them sequentially. So once you hear this snap, that's actually a good sign. That means it's taken out. Take out your heatsink. Get yourself a credit card. Scrape this off. Take off your excess thermal compound. Then what you're going to want to do is get your flathead screwdriver. We'll put it on the little screw. The CPU socket will be loosened once you turn to the left. Make sure you remember the orientation. I don't know, the golden pin goes up to the top left. Take out your CPU. Here, take a look at it. Set it off to the side. Or if you don't feel comfortable with it, then what you can do is just put it back in and turn the retention lever to the side. And now that that's done, you are now ready to take out your motherboard. Just lift it up and then pull it out this way. The motherboard's out. Take out your fan. And then you have your motherboard here. That's about it. Now, you could also take out this modem, but that would require you to unplug these few cables, which is kind of a hassle and don't want to do. All right, now that you have that ready for reassembly, bring your chassis back in. And what was this doing here? I digress. Then put your thing. Now, first put your CPU fan back in. Then you're gonna want to put your motherboard back in. All right, motherboard back in. Then you're going to want to plug in your CPU fan back into the header. Make sure your microprocessor's in there. Now, get your thermal compound. And then put a small grain of rice, about the size of a grain of rice. Okay, good. Put that to the side. Get your heatsink back. Make sure it's aligned. Get your screwdriver and now put it in the same pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe give one each couple extra turns. Alright, that's good. Now your heatsink is properly on and will cool your microprocessor. Next thing is bring your speaker module. Put it in. Plug in the little header. Next, bring in your wireless network card. Put it here in the slot, in the little M.2 slot, and then just push it down and it snaps in. Next, get your RAM. Put it back in the SODIMM slot. Push it down in. Goes in. Get your optical disk drive. Just push it in. Should fit in. Fits like a glove. Now that you have that ready, that's pretty much it for the internals. Next thing you're gonna want to do is actually, not that hard right yet. Next thing you're gonna want to do, get your top cover on. Manage to get it in. Try to get, put it at a 45-degree angle and start pulling it. First, before we want to do that, what we want to do is plug in your little mouse header. And then from the top here, take out your, or actually you can keep it in. Make sure you can find room for it. Once you get this down at the angle, at a downwards angle, what you're gonna want to do is plug in your CMOS battery back in. I'm making sure I get that. Okay, good. It's in. All right. So move this to here. Okay. Now that you have all your things in place, what you're gonna want to do is bring your monitor back and put it in, align it, and along these guides, you're gonna want to route your wire here. Just plug it in. Should fit perfectly. All right, great. Then what you're gonna do is get your Wi-Fi antenna, plug it in. Believe it or not, you don't need both of them. I mean, you do need one at least, but you don't need both of them. I mean, it will shorten the range, though. I've actually done experiments. I don't feel like putting two. Since this is running Windows XP, I'm not even going to connect to the internet on this machine because I don't want to get 3,000 viruses the second I connect to the internet. It's I don't want to go on, YouTube.com and then get 3 viruses. I digress. Now that you have this here, what you'll want to do next is get your keyboard. Put it here. Make sure you plug it back in. Move your other cables out of the way first. And then here, have it at a 45-degree angle. Push it in. Push it down. Now, get your 3 screws you saved earlier when you were doing this. Get your Phillips head screwdriver. Start putting them in. Sorry. Next thing is, very importantly, get these 2 screws back here that secure the monitor in place. Okay. Second one. All right, after that, open it back up again. Remember this thing? Well, we need that again. Put it back in. Just put it here, 45-degree angle, and then everything should snap into place. Hold on. Everything should snap into its correct place. All right, that's good. Close it. Back on the other side. Put your RAM back in. if you want to upgrade this is 2 gigabytes and it's DDR3. I mean it's already very slow, so it's not even worth upgrading. So here, get your thing with the product key on it back on. Alright, good. After that, you're going to want to get your screws back in. Make sure you remember where they go, unlike me. I believe 2 of the smaller ones went up here, where the display is. And the rest of these longer ones are going to go in their respective holes. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Last screw is going to be right below your product key sticker. Then put your hard disk back in. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot one key detail. You got to put these 2 screws below back in. It's good that they don't come out, because then they'll just stay back in their place. Push your hard drive back in. Make sure it properly connects, because if you do not properly connect when sliding it back in, it will give you a no boot device sound error. Next is screw in your little hard drive screw back in. Next, after that, put in your battery. And as we can now see, it still works. So that is exactly how you are supposed to tear down and reassembly of the Dell Latitude D630. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you were educated on how to do a teardown on this specific model. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.